Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Blanco the Slime. In today's video, we have a full Cayo Perico Heist guide for solo players in Grand Theft Auto Online. Of course, this is going to be covering from top to bottom every single thing you need to know, the scope out, the setups, the finale, and how you can also get a pink diamond set up with $1.8 million profit like I just did on screen. But anyway, before we get into today's video, of course, if you could smash the like and subscribe button, it takes 1 second of your time, and it really does help the channel grow tremendously. We make consistent GTA content on this channel, so if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and smash the like and subscribe. But anyway, let's start from the top. So of course, to start the heist, you will need the Katsaka submarine coming in at $2.2 million. All the other things are not necessary for the heist. Of course, you can put them on if you want. All these options currently on the screen. I didn't get any of them other than the Sparrow. The Sparrow is clutch. I absolutely suggest it. It's $1.8 million, and it will severely help with the setup time and, you know, just the overall time that it takes to complete the heist in general. Or, of course, if you have an oppressor, that also works. But let's get into the scope out. You are going to need to scope out the drainage tunnel and the main dock for this setup that we are running for this video. I highly suggest just scoping out the main dock and the drainage tunnel. They are located right here on the map with the 2 yellow arrows. For the drainage tunnel, you just have to swim past it. It'll automatically scope it. For the main dock, you have to take a picture. Now, how much does the heist cost? It's $100,000 for the setup of this heist. It used to be $25,000 before the huge nerf that Rockstar delivered to Cayo Perico. And then once you pay the $100,000, you are gonna have to do a gather intel mission. Now, here's where the pink diamond comes into play. If you want the highest chance of getting pink diamond, you have to do your gather intel mission at Procopio Beach. I can't stress this enough. It's not a guarantee, but it increases the chances by a lot of actually getting the pink diamond. Now, going back to the nerf that I just recently mentioned, all the primary targets got a nerf, as you can see on the screen, except for the pink diamond. So that, of course, is going to be the primary target you want to go for. Therefore, again, I highly recommend gathering your intel at Procopio Beach. It'll give you the slow vellum plane, which you just pretty much fly your Sparrow, or again, your oppressor. I kind of mix between the two, but right now we're using the Sparrow to get over there. You're going to just take out these guys right here. You're going to see the vellum plane. This is a slower one, but it has no damage, and that's key. If you want the pink diamond, you got to get the vellum plane where the door is fully closed. Sometimes when you get to the location, the vellum plane, the door will already be open, and that pretty much guarantees you won't get pink diamond. But the Procopio Beach location, the vellum is always intact and ready to fly, 100% ready to go. But anyway, you're going to fly across the map. I'm not going to show that part. Once you fly across the map, you will land here in Cayo Perico, where the guard will instruct you to stay on the airstrip. Now, the airstrip is going to be key and play a vital role in this setup because, of course, the warehouse right here behind us is going to have your white stuff, your green stuff for your cash, but it does have white stuff a lot more commonly, which I did have here, luckily. So you're gonna take a picture of it. There's the green stuff, and then on the other side, we had some white stuff. And once you send the picture, of course, to Pavel, it will mark it as a secondary target. So to get up to the second floor and actually loot that, I'll get to that later during the actual heist. You're gonna use like the forklift, but the other location for the secondary target is right back here. There's a little warehouse where you could also scope out some secondary loot. And here are the secondary loot values. Of course, they did also get hit with the nerf, unfortunately, but white stuff and gold is going to be your best bet. But of course, this is a solo run, so we're not going to be able to get gold because we're not doing any door glitches or anything like that. If you are interested in getting gold solo or how to do door glitches, I will have videos in the link down below. But here I'm just going to show you guys the route on how to get to the communication tower, which of course you're going to want to follow step by step. It's not that hard. I have it sped up a little bit, but it's not too hard to follow. You want to just stay out of sight of the cameras or the guards because, of course, if they do spot you, you are going to be sent back to the beginning of the airstrip and have to do this all over again. But the motorcycle won't be there. I think there's only 2. So once you mess this up twice, you're pretty much screwed. So you want to make sure you get this down packed. Hop on the motorcycle and just follow my steps here. And once you get to the communication tower, there's going to be a small little hack, of course, that lets you see the Sightseer app, and you can check where your primary targets are. Again, for this video, we did get the pink diamond, and that is because we had the Procopio Beach as our gather intel mission, which again, I highly suggest. I cannot stress it enough, man. If you don't get Procopio Beach, just redo the lobby. Just literally join the invite-only session again at your submarine and keep restarting the gather intel mission until you get Procopio Beach. So here we're just going to fast forward climbing the ladder. I don't want to bore you guys to death. We're going to get all the way to the tippity top. Rockstar's making us work for that pink diamond, huh? But anyway, the hack is pretty simple. The numbers are either going to multiply by 10, by 1, or by 2. And you have to pretty much make the number that's at the top. So my number was 98. We got that banged out pretty quick. And now, of course, we have access to the security cameras to check our primary targets. So the camera feed's gonna pop up. You're gonna scroll over left or right till you get to the basement. As you can see, we had the pink diamond there waiting for us, just ripe for the taking. Like I said, pink diamond's the only primary target that didn't get touched by the nerf. It's still worth 1.3 million in normal mode, and it's worth 1,400,000 on hard mode. And after you do that, you're just gonna wanna jump off, man. I'm not even playing, like just literally jump off, fall to your death, and then you will respawn right by the plane, where we can of course return to Los Santos and get started with our setup missions. Now the setup missions are very simple, very easy. We're gonna kind of just breeze through them. I'm gonna rejoin an invite only session with my spawn location set to my Cayo submarine. That way we could just get there faster. I highly suggest you guys do the same. And here's where the Sparrow is going to come into play. Or, of course, if you have more money and you ball out like I do, you can have an oppressor and do the missions even easier. But either or works, the Sparrow or oppressor. But you need both. If you want to do the Cayo Perico run effectively, you need both. But here are the setup missions. You have equipment, approach vehicle, and, of course, the weapon loadout. We're going to start off with the weapon loadout. Luckily, we got the Penrith building mission. But before we do anything, you're going to want to drive your submarine all the way to the coast. That way, you're just somewhat closer. It just makes doing the missions a little bit faster. I suggest doing the missions in these order. The approach vehicle I suggest doing last because it doesn't require you going back to the Cayo, which means you have to actually spawn to it and re-drive to the shore. So drive to the shore, get all the missions out the way first, do the approach vehicle last. Same order I'm doing them here. If you get the Merryweather mission for the weapon loadout, just restart the lobby, man, until you get the Penrith building or the 707 Vespucci mission. They're much, much easier. The Merryweather mission takes like 10-15 minutes, and it's just, you know, time is money, man. We don't have 10-15 minutes. But anyway, you're going to clear out this nice looking office. Pretty dope little mission. You're going to walk over to the gun locker. It's going to be locked, which then it will instruct you to go to this laptop here. You're going to kind of have to play like a little bit of like a crossword game. You're going to have to find this 4-digit number combination within all these numbers. Luckily, I found it pretty quickly. It's not really that hard. I usually just look at the first two. So in this case, 60 and 15, and that will usually lead you to the full 4. So here we go. We got our weapons, our unmarked weapons, so Rubio can't track us. We're going to take them back to our submarine on our oppressor, or of course, if you're using the Sparrow for the cheaper option, that is also viable. No knock on anybody still using, the Sparrow. The Sparrow's awesome. I still use it, but the Oppressor's just a bit better. But anyway, let's move on now to the equipment missions. We're, of course, going to do the plasma cutter. This one is a little bit annoying sometimes. My Oppressor just fell off there. But this one could be a little bit annoying sometimes. You have to go take a picture of this board here, and then it will take you to a location with a bunch of enemies. And that's where the Sparrow could get a little bit annoying because a few bullets, of course, will cause your Sparrow to start smoking. So with the Oppressor, it's a little bit easier because you can kind of just smoke them all out here, just completely obliterate them, and then just grab the bag without even getting off your Oppressor and just take it straight back to the submarine. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. 2 scope out, well, not 2 scope out, 2 setup missions done in the matter of like 6 minutes. Now we're going to move on to the next piece of equipment, and that is going to be the cutting torch. This is also relatively easy. You just have to go to one of the construction sites. I'm going to fast forward here. Here we are. We're at the construction site. You're going to want to grab a hard hat. It makes doing the easy. You guys hear me? I'm fried, man. It makes doing the mission much easier because you could just walk right past these dudes. Apparently, if you're wearing a hard hat with no construction gear, they still think you're a construction worker. Just rockstar logic, right? But anyway, you're going to search the toolboxes. The cutting torch will be a bright blue torch. You're going to bring it back to your Cayo submarine on either your Oppressor or your Sparrow. And there you go. Three setup missions done in the matter of like 10 minutes. Now we're going to move on to the fingerprint cloner. This one's probably the easiest out of all of them. You get to this first location here. You're going to clear out this first little warehouse. It's going to ask you to hack the computer to get the location of the next warehouse where there won't be any enemies, and we could just grab the fingerprint cloner. So for the hack, it's just going to spell out Panthers every time. You just have to stop the letters while they're falling down. There you go, Panthers. We got the next location. We're going to hop on our aircraft vehicle of choice. Again, either your Oppressor or Sparrow. Go to the next location and pick up the fingerprint cloner. I take out these cameras usually. I don't know if any enemies show up if they spot you. I've never tested it, but I just take them out anyway just to be safe. And then the fingerprint cloner is always going to be in the back left corner. And then we're just going to head out of the building and continue on our path towards the finale. I think all we have left is the approach vehicle, which for this heist setup, we are going to do the long fin, because again, we're not doing door glitches, so we do have to use the airstrip as our secondary loot location, because we're not doing door glitches. Again, if you are looking to get gold solo, I will have videos in the description below on how to do that. But of course, we are going to do the long fin approach. It's more solo friendly and non-glitch, viable. So the long fin approach, you're just going to fly, again, your aircraft vehicle of choice over to the truck stop, pick up a truck, or if you have a phantom wedge, you can call it in and just drive your phantom wedge over there. At this point in time of recording, I didn't own a phantom wedge, but anyway, you're going to want to actually get out and let the cops waste you, pretty much, because once you respawn, the cops won't be on your tail, and it'll be much easier driving this big hunk of junk all the way down to the port where we have to go. So here we are, we arrived at the port just a few minutes later. You're gonna pull in the truck, and there you go, we have our approach vehicle ready to go. And just like that, we banged out all the setup missions. So now on the screen, this is my final setup: approach vehicle, long fin, infiltration point, main dock, compound entry is the drainage tunnel, escape point doesn't matter, and time of day I just put daytime because it's easier to see. But anyway, I'm gonna slow this down a little bit here. You're gonna make a right and go over to, you don't have to go to this location specifically, just go to whichever warehouse has the white stuff, whether it's the one across the airstrip or this one. For me, it was this one. So we're gonna hop over, shoot out that camera, then we're gonna go right in here, use our cutting torch. There was a lot of rumors that this gate alerts the guards and will actually, expose you to them, but that's obviously false. I do this run all the time. The guards never hear the cutting torch on this gate, and some of the other gates in the other locations, like the north dock, you do need 2 people. That's why I prefer this one. Now we're just gonna wait for the guy on the terrace up there to move out the way. Just be nice and patient, because he will spot you. But once he turns around, we're in the clear. We're gonna go ahead and jump over the wall, and we're gonna return to our boat that we had docked at the shore here, because I believe we grab a painting inside the compound, and that will of course take up the other half of our bag. So we didn't need to loot anything else at the airstrip. We only came here for the white stuff, and now we are out. So I'm gonna just drive around the island here. You just want to loop around in the boat, and this is where you will actually get to the drainage tunnel. And then from that point on, it's pretty much the same approach that you would do with the submarine. So you're gonna hop out the boat, you're gonna equip your rebreather with the left button on the D-pad. For me, it's the left arrow on PS5. You would obviously just use whichever one's compatible for your console. You're gonna open the gate underneath the water with the cutting torch, and then we're gonna end up inside of the compound. Like I said, the same way you would enter with the submarine approach, which I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with already. And now that we're in the compound, I'm gonna play this again in regular speed so you guys can follow my method. This is full stealth. You will never get caught. As long as you follow this method through and through, nobody will spot you or any of the bodies that you need to drop. I'm not sure if I dropped any bodies here, I kind of forgot. But even if I did, they're bodies that are 100% secure and won't get found. You just want to wait right here so this guy moves back into that little gated area on the right-hand side. We're going to bust a left, and we're going to drop this guy, hopefully for the gate key. He didn't drop it this time, unfortunately, but usually he will drop the basement gate key, in which case you won't have to go all the way upstairs to the office. But this time we did, so we're just gonna wait for this guy to come down the steps. And we are missing our stomach. My character is missing his stomach. That's great. Apparently my character is made out of Legos, and Rockstar just removed my torso. But anyway, we're gonna go upstairs to the office. You always want to check the safe. I was surprised that a lot of people did not know about the safe. It usually carries $50,000 to $100,000. In this case, we grab the safe, and then here we have our painting, our beautiful Mona Lisa. We're going to go ahead and cut that out the wall. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Paintings are just a more solid choice, I think, than the green stuff, which is what we had, at the other warehouse on the airstrip. So of course we settled for the painting instead. It's worth a little bit more, especially the Mona Lisa looking one. I think that's the highest valued painting. And now for the fingerprint cloner hack, this is very easy. You want to just line up the fingerprint literally 1 through 6, top to bottom. You can count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just line them all up. One of the easiest hacks. I know a lot of people struggle with this, but it's really, really simple. Very self-explanatory. And because it's on hard mode, we do have 4 fingerprints. And yes, we had the pink diamond on hard mode, which is absolutely amazing. It's worth $1,430,000. And there we have it, right there, ripe for the taking. We're gonna pull out our cutting torch, and we're gonna break right in. And there it is, the holy grail, ladies and gentlemen. The absolute highest paying possible Cayo Perico run is a hard mode pink diamond run. If you could get 2 white stuff, that would be obviously much better. I was only able to get 1 with a painting. 2 white stuff with a hard mode pink diamond would definitely be the best way to go. but we're not going to complain. Hard mode pink diamond is still absolutely amazing. As you can see, our take right here is just over $1,900,000. Absolutely amazing. We finished the entire heist between the gather intel, the setups, and the finale. This is like a 45-minute run. $1.9 million in 45 minutes. You absolutely can't beat it. No matter the nerf, no matter the changes they made, it's absolutely incredible. But anyway, we're going to make our way out of the island. It's very easy. You want to just jump over this rail while that guard is in his post. Of course, you don't want to get spotted. You want to be careful. Then we're just going to head to this door right here. And there you have it. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. We got our primary target. We got our big mother load of cash. And we're on our way out the island. This cutscene always bothered me. And I don't know why. But it's just hilarious, man. It takes them this long to realize the big old green button that says exit on it. Right? Very, very silly. But anyway, once you're outside the island, there's going to be a guard straight up ahead guarding like a motorcycle. You're just going to want to hit him with a head tap. By the time he gets found, you should be in the water and in the clear. Just again, follow my route step by step. We're going to hop on the bike and we're just going to make our way out the island, right? Really quick, while I have this playing in the back, I do want to say again, we do make consistent GTA content on this channel. And if that's something you're interested in, if this video helped you in any way or, helps you figure out how to do a Cayo Perico run, simply hit the like and subscribe button, man. I'd really appreciate it. It takes 1 second of your guys' time. And like I said, man, I'm really looking forward to just building a community here on this channel. I really enjoy your guys' feedback and being able to put these videos out for you guys. And you guys have been incredible, man. But anyway, once you get into the water, here we are wrapping up the video. Once it says escape from Cayo Perico at the bottom, once that disappears, you want to just stop swimming. It will end the heist much, much faster. So there you go. Heist over. And now we are free to collect our profits, man. Like I said, this is the best way to run Cayo Perico, in my opinion, without doing door glitches. Now, if you are looking to get gold solo or do a door glitches of any kind, I will have videos in the description down below for all your Cayo Perico needs. If you're looking just for the finale and not for a longer form video, of course, that will be also in the description of just the finale and how to do the finale. But this is a full, through and through, top to bottom guide. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you guys in any way. And again, if you are looking for a new plug for GTA content with consistent, GTA stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until the next one, peace out, boys.